Hello again and welcome back. This lesson today is going to be all about understanding the narrative flow that makes a premium website feel intentional and memorial. We're going to walk through a real site together today so you guys can see how a clear story guides you from the top of the page to the bottom. As you hear me speak, please follow along on the screen. The goal isn't to analyze every word or design element. Today, it's to notice the order of information and the way each section builds on what came from the previous one before. That's going to be the secret to creating high-end experiences. So go ahead and open the Semler Premium page and stay on the Hero section. Immediately, you're going to be greeted by large, bold text across the center with the names of 3 legendary car brands. The headline simply says Porsche, Lamborghini, and Bentley. There's nothing else competing for your attention. An elegant image of a sports car appears behind the text, directly in the center here. The first section is telling you exactly what the company is about, exclusive luxury cars, and it sets an aspirational mood. Now, take a second to read the tagline near the bottom right of this section. It quietly informs visitors that Semler Premium offers flexible leasing of all brands, not just the ones in the headline. There's also a small call to action button inviting you to see the cars that are currently available. As you can see, it's in a different language, but that's what it is. Notice how the headline and image create desire. The tagline builds trust, and the button offers the first step that you can take. This is the opening of the story: who they are, what they do, and why you should care. Scroll slowly to the next section. The color palette shifts to a clean white background, and a new heading appears. Latest news, okay? After the bold introduction, the narrative moves into proof and credibility. On the left, there's a large photo of a car launch event. Underneath, a headline explains that this is a preview of a fully electric Porsche Cayenne. A short paragraph describes the event in an inviting way, and there are buttons to read more, see, and see all news. And on the right, a second article features a Bentley model and speaks about performance and attitude. The transition from the hero to this news section makes sense. Once you know what the brand offers, you're shown the exciting developments and achievements that can back that up. So continue scrolling and notice how the page flows into the upcoming events section, right? Upcoming events. The heading, Upcoming Events, signals a shift from past news to future experiences. The design remains spacious, and each event card includes a date, a captivating image, and a descriptive title. For example, one event invites people to Sardinia for a 2-day driving experience in a Lamborghini, okay? And another promotes a racing weekend right here at Monza, Italy. Below each card is a button inviting you to read more and read more. And there's a link to see all events. This part of the story makes the visitor feel like they're being invited into a lifestyle, not just being sold a product. So scroll down a bit more to find the showroom slider right here. The heading says, Swipe our showroom, and the page becomes interactive. Horizontal cards slide across the screen. See, there you go. Each featuring a high-quality image of a car, the model name, and the monthly price for a leasing agreement. There's a button on each card that lets you see more details right here. So when you pause on a slide, there are arrows indicating that you can move left or right, the ones that I clicked on previously. This section takes the visitor from passive reading to active browsing. And after being informed and invited, they're now given the chance to explore specific options. Keep scrolling a little bit, and you'll reach the workshop booking section. The headline here is workshop booking, okay? Right here. Of course, different language, don't worry about it. Just focus on the actual structure and what I'm explaining to you rather than the words if you cannot understand them. So, workshop booking, followed by the names of 2 cities. Didn't mean to click that. Each city, Copenhagen and Aarhus, has a large image showing service technicians working on high-end cars. So what this section reassures visitors is that Semler Premium doesn't just sell or lease vehicles, they also service them. The shift from the showroom to the workshop continues the narrative by addressing what happens after you own the luxury car, which means maintenance and care. So as you move further down, a new section asks, new leasing agreement, right here, and encourages you to switch to Semler Premium. The headline is followed by a copy explaining that it only takes around 30 seconds to check whether it's worth switching your current leasing agreement. So there's a clean input field as well that's asking you to enter your license plate number with a button labeled Get My Car, right? This part of the page is more direct and transactional. After building desire and trust in the previous sections, it's now time to capture the leads. Notice how the storytelling softens the pitch. It acknowledges that switching might be worth your time and then offers a quick way to find out. As you can see behind this section, there is a large photo of a green sports car. The page uses this dynamic image to reset your attention before introducing the next message. Immediately below it, you'll find a section with a mountain landscape on the left. See? And then on the right, a headline in all caps states that Semler Premium is Denmark's only authorized importer, dealer, and workshop for Porsche, Lamborghini, and Bentley. The paragraph below reinforces this claim by talking about how they push the boundaries of luxury and how their team offers competent guidance, whether you're buying, leasing, or servicing your car. So this is a powerful statement of credibility that justifies the company's premium positioning. Stay on this section for just a moment. Now notice how it also mentions that they curate exclusive experiences and tailor solutions to match the customer's passion. And right after this copy, there's a final call to action button inviting you to explore their showroom of luxury cars. The language here highlights elegance and power coming together in harmony. It's a graceful transition from a credibility statement back to an invitation to take action. Scroll to the very bottom now, and you'll see the footer. Right here. Even the footer, notice how it reinforces the flow of information. On the left side is the company logo. In the center, you'll find the address for the dealership in Copenhagen. To the right, you're going to have quick links grouped under headings like information, brands, and Semler Premium. These links include things like terms of business, cookies, and privacy policies, mandatory, as well as direct links to the Porsche, Bentley, and Lamborghini pages. There are also links to contact, staff profiles, switching to the company, flexible leasing, and a page about the brand itself. At the bottom right, you'll find small links to their social media channels. So the narrative ends with ways to learn more, reach out, or continue exploring. It's a soft landing that ensures that there's no dead end. It basically cycles back up to the top of the page where the story gets reintroduced. Reflect on how each section flowed into the next, right? The hero introduced the brands and set an emotional tone. The news section added credibility by sharing recent achievements, upcoming events that invited the visitor into the lifestyle, and the showroom slider turned curiosity into exploration. Workshop booking showed after-sales support, and then the call to switch to Semler Premium provided a next clear step. The authorization section reinforced trust and exclusivity. And then finally, the footer offered essential details and navigation. None of these pieces are random, right? Each one has a purpose and connects logically to the one before it. And this is what we mean when we say a website tells a story. It's not about fancy copywriting tricks. It's about guiding the visitor through an intentional sequence of thoughts and feelings. You start with a clear identity, back it up with proof, invite people into experiences, help them explore products, reassure them with support, and give them a chance to take action, and then close with trust signals and helpful links. So when you design your own sites, think about what your hero section needs to communicate, okay? What proof you can offer next, as they did. and then how you can invite the user deeper, and how you'll end the experiences. High-end websites, they always follow this narrative structure, and you should too. To sum it up for today, every premium website that you admire isn't just a collection of random sections. It's carefully crafted into a flow that actually takes you on a journey. The Semler Premium website is a perfect example. It's simple, direct, and purposeful. And when you build your own award-worthy site, map out your story before you design, and make sure each section has a role in moving the visitor forward. That's all for this one. I'll see you on the next.